Your attention is the most contested territory of the 21st century, a battlefield where apps, obligations, and infinite scrolls fight to plant their flags. Yet beneath this siege lies an open secret. You hold the power to reclaim what's yours, not by fleeing the chaos, but by forging a mindset that thrives within it. This isn't about hustle or grind, it's about rewiring your relationship with time itself. Picture focus as a flame that burns through distraction. Imagine discipline as the quiet rebellion of choosing depth over dopamine. Every no to the trivial, every yes to the essential. These are the bricks of a life built on your terms, not the world's whims. We won't sell you shortcuts. Instead, we'll arm you with timeless principles to master modern storms. If you're ready to trade reactivity for sovereignty, hit subscribe to the Stoic Code channel, your gateway to strategies that turn chaos into craftsmanship. The world won't slow down, but you can learn to move through it like a sculptor, not a storm chaser. Let's begin. 1. Your attention is the most contested territory of the 21st century. Imagine your attention as the last pristine wilderness on Earth, untamed, fertile, and relentlessly hunted. Corporations, apps, and even well-meaning friends are modern-day prospectors, mining your focus to extract profit, validation, or convenience. But here's the twist. You are the landowner. The battle isn't for your time, it's for your soul's real estate. Every ping, notification, and urgent demand is a squatter trying to claim a piece of you. The secret to reclaiming this territory isn't retreat, it's strategic defiance. Think guerrilla warfare for your mind. Replace endless scrolls with attention audits, ruthlessly prune apps that hijack your focus, and design no-go zones in your day where you guard your mental space like a fortress. Use friction as your ally. Delete autofill passwords, turn screens grayscale, or physically distance your phone. These aren't hacks, they're acts of psychological resistance. But here's where it gets thrilling. Your attention isn't just a resource, it's a creative catalyst. When you stop feeding scraps to distractions, you unlock a dormant superpower, deep focus. Neuroscientists call this flow. Artists call it the zone. It's where ideas combust, solutions crystallize, and your best self emerges. Imagine writing a novel in the cracks of your day, launching a side hustle between meetings, or mastering a skill while others drown in TikTok tides. This isn't austerity, it's anarchy. By refusing to rent your focus to the highest bidder, you declare independence from the attention economy. Your mind becomes a sanctuary, not a strip mine. Ready to revolt? 2. Rewiring your relationship with time. Time isn't slipping through your fingers, it's being weaponized against you. Clocks tick faster, deadlines loom larger, and busyness has become a twisted badge of honor. But what if time isn't your enemy? What if it's a collaborator waiting for you to rewrite the rules? Forget time management. This is time alchemy. Picture your day as raw, crude, chaotic, but brimming with potential. Most people let others smelt it into mediocre alloys, meetings, emails, errands. But you're the blacksmith. Every hour is a molten opportunity to forge something extraordinary. Start by assassinating autopilot. Most lives are lost to mindless routines, zombie scrolling, caffeine refueling, task juggling. Break the trance with micro-rebellions. Swap 15 minutes of Netflix for a skill drill. Trade gossip for a solo walk where you brainstorm audacious goals. These tiny acts compound into tectonic shifts. Next, embrace temporal asymmetry. Not all hours are equal. Identify your golden hours, when your energy peaks, and guard them like classified intel. Use them for legacy work, writing, creating, strategizing, not draining chores. Let mundane tasks huddle in low-energy slots. But the real game changer, treat time as a canvas, not a cage. Most people see schedules as shackles. You'll see them as scaffolding for genius. Block creation crypts, 90-minute bursts where you disappear into meaningful work and defend them like a dragon guard's treasure. Time mastery isn't about doing more, it's about burning brighter. While others count minutes, you'll ignite moments. Third discipline, the quiet rebellion. Discipline isn't a prison, it's a silent coup. While the world screams for instant gratification, discipline whispers, "I trade sparks for wildfires." It's not about rigidity, it's about designing a life so magnetic that distractions pale in comparison. Let's debunk the myth. Discipline isn't gritting your teeth through misery. It's curating cravings. Hack your brain's reward system by linking daily actions to visceral visions. Want to wake up at 5 a.m. Don't fantasize about productivity. Imagine the smug triumph of outsmarting lazier versions of yourself. Crave junk food. Visualize your future self as a Greek statue chiseled by every no. Now weaponize rituals, not dull routines, but sacred ceremonies that anchor your power. A writer might light a candle before drafting, a signal to the muse. A CEO might start with cold plunges to trigger invincibility. These rituals aren't chores, they're psychological armor against chaos. But here's the kicker. Discipline thrives on strategic indulgence. Schedule guilt-free binge blocks for guilty pleasures, a Netflix spree, a junk food feast, but contain them like controlled burns. By legalizing rebellion, you starve cravings of their forbidden allure. Discipline isn't self-punishment, it's sovereignty. While others kneel to impulses, you'll reign. 4. Move through chaos, like a sculptor, not a storm chaser. Chaos isn't the enemy, it's your raw material. Storms don't destroy sculptors, they inspire them. While storm chasers frantically document disaster, sculptors ask, what masterpiece can I carve from this whirlwind? Modern chaos is a 3D printer for resilience. Every crisis, distraction or setback is a chisel strike shaping your grit. Lost your job? That's the universe nudging you toward uncharted brilliance. Social media drama? A crash course in emotional jujitsu. Become a chaos cartographer. Map triggers that derail you, stress, boredom, FOMO, and engineer counter-moves. Preload playlists for rage, mantras for doubt, or emergency protocols for overwhelm, e.g., 10 push-ups equals reset button. But the ultimate power move, leverage entropy, channel chaos into creativity. Stuck in traffic? Dictate ideas into your phone. Family drama? Mine it for storytelling fodder. Turn turbulence into a trampoline. The world needs fewer victims, more artists of adversity. While others flee storms, you'll dance in the rain and build arcs. 5. Amor fati, love your fate, no matter what. Amor fati, or love of fate, is one of the most powerful Stoic principles. It goes beyond merely accepting what happens to us. It teaches us to embrace every event, good or bad, as necessary and beneficial. Life is unpredictable, and while we cannot control everything, we can control how we respond. Most people resist hardship, wishing things had unfolded differently. But the Stoics saw fate as something to be welcomed, not fought against. To truly practice amor fati, we must not just tolerate difficulties, we must see them as fuel for growth and transformation. A person who embodies amor fati does not complain about misfortune, but instead finds meaning in it. Imagine two individuals who lose their job unexpectedly. One sinks into despair, blaming bad luck, the economy, or their employer. The other sees it as an opportunity, perhaps a push to pursue a long-delayed dream, start a business, or learn a new skill. While both faced the same situation, their response determined their future. The second individual, who embraced their fate, turned adversity into an advantage. This is the essence of amor fati, seeing everything as part of the path, even suffering as something that serves us rather than destroys us. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche later expanded on this concept, saying, "My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity." This mindset means fully accepting every aspect of our existence, every heartbreak, every failure, every unexpected twist, as something that was meant to be. Instead of resisting life, we learn to flow with it. Even the most painful moments hold lessons that shape us into stronger, wiser individuals. Practicing amor fati in daily life requires a shift in perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we ask, "How is this happening for me?" When faced with difficulties, we train ourselves to seek the hidden benefit. Did a failure teach resilience? Did rejection lead to a better opportunity? By embracing every event as part of our story, we become unstoppable. No setback can truly defeat us because we understand that everything happens for a reason, and that reason is growth. When we love our fate, we stop wishing for a different life and start fully living the one we have, with strength, courage, and peace. 6. Memento mori. Remember you will die. One of the most sobering yet empowering Stoic principles is memento mori, which translates to remember that you will die. At first, this might sound dark or morbid, but the Stoics saw it as a tool for living more fully and meaningfully. Death is the one certainty in life, and rather than ignoring it or fearing it, the Stoics believed we should keep it in mind daily. By doing so, we gain clarity on what truly matters, helping us focus on the present, let go of trivial concerns, and make the most of every moment. Imagine walking through life with an awareness that your time is limited. Would you waste hours scrolling through social media, holding grudges, or worrying about what others think? Probably not. You'd be more inclined to prioritize what truly matters, spending time with loved ones, pursuing meaningful goals, and living with integrity. Memento mori is a call to action, a reminder that life is fleeting and therefore we must make it count. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, often meditated on mortality. He wrote in his meditations, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." This wasn't meant to scare him, but to keep him focused on what truly matters. When we accept that death is inevitable, we stop procrastinating and start living with urgency and purpose. The distractions that once seemed important, petty arguments, chasing status, worrying about the future, lose their grip on us. History is filled with stories of people who transformed their lives after facing their mortality. A near-death experience, a severe illness, or even the loss of a loved one often forces people to reevaluate their priorities. But why wait for tragedy to wake us up? Memento mori teaches us to live with that awareness now. Every day we are given a choice to drift through life unconsciously or to engage with it fully, as if each moment could be our last. This principle also removes fear. When we come to terms with death, it loses its power over us. We stop avoiding risks that could lead to growth. We embrace challenges instead of fearing failure. Memento mori reminds us that one day we won't be here, but today we are. And that means we have the opportunity to live boldly, love deeply, and leave no regrets. 7th, premeditatio malorum, prepare for the worst. One of the most powerful Stoic exercises is premeditatio malorum, which means the premeditation of evils. It is the practice of mentally preparing for challenges, setbacks, and hardships before they happen. While some might see this as negative thinking, the Stoics believed it was a way to build resilience, reduce anxiety, and increase control over our emotions. Instead of being caught off guard by difficulties, we anticipate them, making them less frightening and easier to handle when they arrive. Imagine an athlete preparing for a big competition. They don't just train for their best performance, they also prepare for things going wrong, bad weather, equipment failures, injuries, or an unexpected opponent. This way, if a challenge arises, they remain calm and adapt. Stoics approached life the same way. They visualized potential obstacles, a sudden job loss, a betrayal, a financial crisis, or even death, so they wouldn't be emotionally shattered when life took an unexpected turn. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, advised people to regularly imagine worst-case scenarios. He suggested that by picturing loss, pain, or hardship in advance, we would not only lessen their impact, but also appreciate what we already have. In his letters to Lucilius, he wrote, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived them coming beforehand." This means that by preparing for adversity, we weaken its power over us. We are no longer caught in a cycle of shock, fear, or panic. This practice also teaches gratitude and perspective. When we imagine losing something, a loved one, our health, or financial stability, we stop taking it for granted. We begin to cherish what we have right now instead of obsessing over what we lack. Premeditatio malorum is not about dwelling on negativity, but about becoming mentally tougher and appreciating the present moment. Think about how many people crumble when they encounter setbacks. A failed exam, a breakup, or a business failure can feel like the end of the world if they haven't mentally prepared for adversity. But those who practice premeditatio malorum remain calm and composed because they have already envisioned these challenges and planned their response. They don't waste time feeling victimized. They adapt, overcome, and keep moving forward. Life is unpredictable, but by embracing premeditatio malorum, we train ourselves to be resilient, fearless, and ready for anything. Instead of fearing the worst, we become strong enough to handle it. 8. Building a culture of continuous learning and innovation. In today's fast-paced world, where technology, consumer demands, and market trends shift at an unprecedented rate, a culture of continuous learning and innovation is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. Companies and individuals who embrace lifelong learning are the ones who thrive, while those who resist change often struggle to keep up. At the core of continuous learning is curiosity, the drive to ask questions, explore new ideas, and seek better solutions. Whether you're an individual professional or a business leader, staying ahead requires a mindset that prioritizes learning over comfort. Think about some of the most successful companies, Google, Amazon, Tesla. What do they all have in common? A relentless pursuit of innovation, fueled by a culture that encourages employees to think outside the box, experiment, and even fail without fear. One of the biggest barriers to innovation is complacency. When organizations become too comfortable with their current methods, they often fall behind competitors who are willing to take risks and push boundaries. Encouraging employees to upskill, attend workshops, engage in cross-functional collaboration, and challenge the status quo fosters an environment where new ideas flourish. Google's famous 20% time policy, where employees could dedicate a portion of their work time to passion projects, led to groundbreaking innovations like Gmail and Google Maps. For individuals, adopting a growth mindset is equally important. The most successful professionals never stop learning. They read books, take online courses, attend conferences, and stay updated on industry trends. With the rise of AI, automation, and other disruptive technologies, adaptability has become a critical skill. The ability to learn and unlearn will define the workforce of the future. Moreover, innovation isn't just about technology or groundbreaking inventions. It's about thinking creatively to solve everyday problems, finding better ways to communicate, manage projects, and enhance customer experiences. Small, incremental innovations can lead to massive improvements over time. Ultimately, continuous learning and innovation create a cycle of progress. When organizations and individuals commit to evolving, they become more resilient, adaptable, and prepared for future challenges. In a world where change is the only constant, those who embrace learning and creativity will always have the competitive edge. 9. The power of collaboration and networking. Success is rarely a solo journey. The most influential people and organizations understand that collaboration and networking are the keys to growth, innovation, and long-term success. Whether in business, education, or personal development, the ability to connect with others, share knowledge, and work together toward common goals can accelerate progress in ways that working alone simply cannot. At its core, collaboration is about leveraging the strengths of multiple minds to solve problems, create new ideas, and drive progress. In the workplace, strong teamwork fosters creativity, improves efficiency, and leads to better decision-making. When individuals bring diverse perspectives and skill sets to the table, they challenge each other's thinking and generate solutions that wouldn't have been possible in isolation. Tech giants like Apple and Microsoft thrive because they cultivate environments where designers, engineers, and business strategists collaborate seamlessly. Networking, on the other hand, is about building relationships that open doors to new opportunities. It's not just about exchanging business cards or adding connections on LinkedIn. It's about creating meaningful interactions that lead to long-term professional and personal growth. Some of the most successful entrepreneurs and professionals landed their biggest opportunities not because of what they knew, but because of who they knew. Strong networks provide mentorship, access to resources, career opportunities, and even emotional support during challenging times. One of the most powerful examples of networking is the rise of Silicon Valley. The tech industry flourished because of a deeply interconnected ecosystem where founders, investors, and engineers supported each other, whether through funding, knowledge sharing, or collaboration. Many of the world's top CEOs and entrepreneurs frequently highlight how their relationships with mentors and peers played a crucial role in their journeys. Collaboration and networking also foster innovation. Consider the entertainment industry. Some of the biggest blockbuster movies and hit songs were created through unexpected partnerships between talented individuals who brought different expertise to the table. The same applies to science and medicine. Major breakthroughs often occur when experts from different disciplines work together to solve complex problems. In today's digital world, networking is easier than ever, with online platforms allowing professionals to connect across industries and continents. However, genuine collaboration requires more than just online connections. It requires trust, shared goals, and a willingness to support each other's success. Whether you're looking to advance your career, grow your business, or spark innovation, investing in collaboration and networking will always pay off. No one achieves greatness alone. The strongest success stories are built on the power of teamwork and meaningful connections. Success is not a stroke of luck or an accident. It is the result of deliberate actions, strong values, and an unwavering commitment to continuous growth. The principles we've explored, whether it's having a clear vision, staying adaptable, embracing failure, or fostering collaboration, are the building blocks that separate high achievers from the rest. While talent and intelligence play a role, it's discipline, persistence, and strategic thinking that truly define success. One of the most important takeaways is that success is a journey, not a destination. It requires resilience in the face of setbacks, courage to take risks, and the wisdom to learn from both triumphs and failures. The world's most successful people, entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, and innovators, did not achieve greatness overnight. They cultivated habits, surrounded themselves with the right people, and continuously challenged themselves to grow. Moreover, success is not just about personal gain. True success involves creating value for others, whether through innovation, leadership, or acts of kindness. The most influential individuals don't just chase wealth or status. They make a lasting impact on their industries, communities, and even the world. Another key element is adaptability. The world is constantly changing, and those who succeed are the ones who evolve with it. They stay ahead by learning new skills, embracing emerging technologies, and seeing challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. In an era of rapid change, the ability to pivot and innovate is more critical than ever. Ultimately, success comes down to a mindset. It's about believing in yourself, taking action, and remaining committed even when the road gets tough. It's about surrounding yourself with the right influences, maintaining a growth-oriented attitude, and never settling for mediocrity. If there's one lesson to take away, it's this: success is within reach for those who are willing to work for it. It's not reserved for the lucky or the privileged. It's earned through determination, strategy, and the willingness to keep pushing forward. No matter where you are in your journey, the principles outlined here can help you navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and build the future you envision. So, as you move forward, ask yourself, what steps can I take today to bring myself closer to success?